The year is 80 BC, and the Aksum kingdom was just founded by King Solomon and Queen Sheba's son. Aksum was located in the south of Kush on the rugged plateau of the Red Sea. Today, Aksum is known as modern-day Ethiopia and Eritrea. The Aksum culture was a mixture of Kushite and Arab people. The Arab people crossed the Red Sea and settled amongst the Kushites. As Aksum expanded and gained power, people from all over settled there. There were many languages spoken, but the most prevalent was Greek. It later became the official language of the kingdom. Aksum was the first to have a written language, and the first south of Sahara to mint its own coins. They also created terraces, which helped their soil retain water and prevented it from washing down a hill in the rain. Under King Solomon's son, Aksum conquered the powerful kingdom of Kush, and this was the very first power move of the Aksum kingdom. Though the prince founded this kingdom, he himself did not rule over it, but he had part in its initial creation. The very first king of Aksum was King Zaskales. According to his people, he was thought to be a greedy king, but was a fine ruler overall. Under Zaskales, Aksum seized areas along the Red Sea and the Blue Nile. Aksum's true power came from the control of the international trading. Because of their location, Aksum had access to the Mediterranean Sea and the Indian Ocean that no one else had. This gave them great jurisdiction over a majority of trading. Aksum's chiefest seaport, Chief Adulis, was constantly flooded with traders from Egypt, India, Persia, Arabia, and the Roman Empire. The Aksumite merchants had control over luxury goods such as salt, rhinoceros horns, ivory, gold, tortoiseshells, and emeralds. For these items, countries traded brass, wine, iron, imported cloth, glass, olive oil, and copper. Though Zaskales was a fruitful leader, he was not the most powerful or productive king of Aksum. This title belonged to King Ezana. Under Ezana's rule, Aksum reached its peak of power. Ezana first began with expanding Aksum's territory. In 330 AD, he took control of the Arabian Peninsula, today's Yemen. Then he conquered the Kushites and burned Meroe to ashes. King Ezana also introduced Aksum to his national religion. Initially, the Aksumites believed in one god, and they called him Murim. The Aksumites believed that their kings were descended directly from Murim. They made sacrifices to him, the spirits of nature, and to Ares, the Greek god of war. When Ezana was a child, a young Christian prisoner taught him about Christianity. Then when he became king, Ezana converted and established that Christianity was the official religion. Ezana then promised his kingdom that he would rule with righteousness and will never oppress them. This was the longest-lasting achievement of the Aksumites. People who lived there in modern-day Ethiopia still practice Christianity till this day. Now we have come to the fall of the Aksum kingdom. Aksum was able to last for 800 years until Islamic invaders began conquering lands around them. As their land spread, so did their religion. To keep the invaders from claiming Aksum, they protected their leader Muhammad's family and followers while they rose to power. But this did not stop the invaders from taking control of the Mediterranean coast, which controlled international trading. This was Aksum's most powerful asset, so of course their power declined. Aksum became isolated from other Christian countries, so to keep their kingdom from having to convert, they moved their capital to Ethiopia. This move created a geographic isolation, which led to their end. Even though Aksum will never expand again, it has still provided a legacy in religion, architecture, and agriculture.